One of the National Guard members who was shot in Washington, D.C. Wednesday has died from her injuries. 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom was a specialist with the West Virginia National Guard. Overnight, multiple local and federal agencies lined the streets for a dignified transfer and procession. Beckstrom and 24-year-old Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, who remains in critical condition, were shot in what has been called an ambush-style attack. The suspect, 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakanwal, was a highly trained and trusted member of an elite Afghan counterterrorism force who had worked with the CIA during the war in Afghanistan. NewsNation's Brooke Schaefer has more on what we know about his work with U.S. forces. But first, Tom Dempsey is near the shooting scene with more of the global fallout and what could happen to the suspect's family. Tom, good morning.
Hey, Nick, good morning from Washington, D.C. This morning, some big changes could be coming to U.S. immigration policy and the fallout from this tragic shooting that happened just over my shoulder here, about 2 blocks from the White House. President Donald Trump saying he wants to permanently pause all migration from third world countries and end all benefits for immigrants.
This heinous atrocity reminds us that we have no greater national security priority than ensuring that we have full control over the people that enter and remain in our country. For the most part, we don't want them.
Those comments from the president came after more details emerged about the suspect, 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakanwal, who once worked with and was vetted by the CIA while working alongside U.S. military as part of a partner force that came to an end when the U.S. withdrew from Afghanistan in 2021. He came to the U.S. later that year with a program that helped evacuate and resettle thousands of Afghans. And the president told NewsNation his entire family could be deported.
The suspect does have a wife and 5 children who live in Washington. Do you plan to deport them?
Well, we're looking at that right now. We're looking at the whole situation with family. It's a tragic situation.
In long, scathing posts to Truth Social overnight, President Trump really took aim at immigration policies, writing, quote, "This refugee burden is the leading cause of social dysfunction in America," and pointing to alleged failed schools, high crime, urban decay, overcrowded hospitals, housing shortages, and large deficits. But he went on to write that he will, quote, "terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States, while also ending all federal benefits and subsidies to non-citizens." The director of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services adding that screening will be boosted for people coming from 19 high-risk countries to the highest degree. That's according to the director. That agency also right now permanently pausing or temporarily pausing immigration requests coming from people from Afghanistan. Nick?
Tom, a question for you, though. Any update on the charges the suspect may face? We heard Jeanine Pirro say that she would definitely be moving forward.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. We might see the U.S. government file formal murder charges against this suspect because, like you said, the U.S. attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, saying that those charges against the suspect would be upgraded if one of these National Guard members died, and that tragically came true. We learned that development last night. But to dive deeper into this suspect, whose picture you can see right here, right now, faces multiple charges already, including 3 counts of assault with intent to kill while armed and a charge of having a gun during a time of violence. Possible sentencing includes 15 years behind bars for the assault charges, with President Trump saying that he hopes this suspect pays the steepest possible price. Nick?
Tom Dempsey with the latest from our nation's capital. Tom.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.